Hello, hello. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. Um, so a little disclaimer: I do play this game, but there are a lot of parts of the story where I've skipped, as I didn't have too much time to actually play through it and read through everything. So this will be a playthrough on a fresh account, and we'll be getting right on it. So Star Rail is a game that I thoroughly enjoy playing a lot. Um, I have a lot of teams built on my actual character on my main. So I won't be completely lost with what to do in Star Rail due to that.
Seems I came at a bad time.
No, no. I think you couldn't have timed it better. 23:47:15 system time. Very punctual, Kafka.
Elio always tells the exact future. So what's with the explosion just now? Was that also part of his script?
Uh-huh. 23:44:59 system time. The pulses from the explosion cause a massive breakdown from the master control system.
You did that.
No, the Antimatter Legion did it. They completely invaded the space station 2 system hours ago.
Alright. So do we need to fight the Legion?
I don't know. Elio didn't say anything about it, so it doesn't matter.
Got it. So from now on, I'll be in charge of this operation.
Copy. Can you let me have some fun this time? Our last few operations turned out to be pretty dull.
Sorry, I'm afraid there is not much I can do for you. Our task this time is just to place the target properly. But if you want to go look for some fun yourself, I won't stop you. I mean, after all. After all, Elio didn't put it in the script. Why would it matter?
I don't remember if this was actually
That
like.
breathing sensation. Remember it. This won't take long.
I don't remember if this was actually part of the first game. Yeah, I started playing this like when it first released. But I don't quite remember. Right click the sprint. These are all the same. I need to check some settings real quick, actually. Oh, we're just 60 FPS locked anyways. Got it. Alright.
When did the Antimatter Legion become so weak?
I could only attract this much. Did you really want the entire Legion to come here?
This lot won't be able to slow down the Astral Express crew.
Relax. A Doomsday Beast is also here.
A Doomsday Beast. Enemy is now within the character's attack range. Left click will hit or combat. All characters possess a powerful ultimate, which can be used when their energy is full. Yep. Gets faster when you have
Didn't hurt.
take
Good
damage, deal
times never
damage,
last.
Light
Time
cones
to
will
say
do it.
bye.
Energy recharge ropes will do it. A lot of ways to actually get ultimates.
Cleaning up other people's mess isn't in my job description. You know, Kafka?
Yeah. Where did you send it, Silverwolf?
Some random coordinates, not important. You care about where that Void Ranger ended up?
Of course not. I'm just amazed at this fancy technique of yours, as usual.
Just a little trick of tampering with the data of reality. I wouldn't call it fancy.
What were you looking at so intently just now? Let me see.
Herta's Toys, a catalog featuring the space station's collection of rare items. They've got a lot of interesting gadgets.
Like what?
There's this gun. It can rate any creature within its crosshair as a score from 0 to 100.
Doesn't sound very interesting.
Aren't you curious about how much you would score? I kinda wanna know mine.
Fine, I guess we can swing by and play with it if it's not too far. What's our destination?
Go down the corridor behind the door on the left. There's a room where some kind of rare item is stored.
Oh, so that's where the Stellaron is.
The Stellaron, cancer of all world.
That's where we can find out where the Stellaron is.
Oh, we get Silverwolf too. Emergent evacuation flash onto the display, and in front of the house receptionist carried out instruction. Readable items. Yeah, there are a lot of readables there. And the bookshelves. Space Station Introductory Guide, older edition, written by Madame Herta. Currently no longer distributed due to design issues. Welcome to Herta Space Station. If your pursuit for limits of life had extended to the universe itself, or if you have questions whether the debate about universal truths had truly been settled, if you long to reproduce the initial state of the cosmos, or if you obsess over symbols and scrolls, once again, welcome to Herta Space Station. Knowledge and answers can be found here within countless unknown novelties, and you will wield a mattock to unearth the answers that you seek. However, in order to immerse yourself in the exciting process, a simple foundational step must be taken: becoming a research staff. If you who are currently reading this document are only an astronomic hobbyist, we apologize as your exploration of the cosmos has ended when you began your journey. Please cherish your tour at the reception hall. This may be the closest you will ever get to knowledge and intellect. New edition, written by the lead researcher Asta. The edition currently in circulation on the space station. Welcome to Herta Space Station. The secrets of the universe are a topic to which many scholars have dedicated their entire lives. They are complicated enough that they cannot be fully described in any language, yet so mundane that anyone can spot them in every nook and cranny. Whatever the case may be, the scattered life forms in the universe have jointly crafted a masterwork that is simply known as civilization. On the journey to pursue the scattered hints about the universe's true nature, we are inevitably drawn to the same guiding stars, charming and enchanting. They have enticed many seekers of knowledge into dedicating their lives just for one glimpse of the truth. The Herta Space Station is a shaded walkway built along the path lit by those guiding stars. We pick up fragments of the Lost Symphony to reproduce the feast of a glorious past. We decipher the essence of unknown technologies to glimpse the dazzling gleam of civilizations, crystallized wisdom. Scholars are boats that sail across the vast cosmos towards the ends of its expanse, and answers silently waiting on the other side are the best motivations for advance. We hope you will be able to immerse yourself in the allure of the unknown and the thrill of the knowledge in the Herta Space Station. Entrance application. Please email us according to the template provided on our official website. We will arrange a time for you to visit us. Due to the number of pending visitors, your request will be responded to within 180 working days. 180 working days? That is kind of insane. Areas open to visitors. Herda Space Station. Space Elevator. Herda Space Station. Reception Hall. Special note. Each person will be allotted 30 minutes for the tour. Areas involving research are strictly off limits. 180 business days is insane. 104. Preface. On that day, Scholar Cleo from the Candlegraphos asked me, "Is there something you would like to write for the universe?" I told her there was nothing, and she replied solemnly, "Please just write something. It's a request from the IPC." To be honest, I never thought about this before. The Genius Society has its own rules and rarely ever shares anything with the outside world. Actually, why should we care about what happens to the universe? Our research and discoveries makes us happy, and that's more than enough. Even if the cosmos were to go into an all-out war, we would be able to take care of ourselves with our abilities. However, judging from a different perspective, what harm could it do even if I were to write a book? None that I could think of. In fact, I'm not the only one who's thought of publishing in history of the Genius Society. Xander, member number one of the Genius Society, wrote a book before. Aiden, member number 22, an inventor of the 9-worded formulae, also wrote a book. To my knowledge, Screwlum, member number 76, also wrote a booklet a few Amber eras ago to educate its butler on the maintenance of a large computer management system. Besides the Great Noose, their edition also stored all the information within their body. Isn't this also a form of writing? Having thought of all of this, I feel it would not be a bad thing to actually sit down and write a book of my own. The IPC sent someone last week to deliver down the payment for the book. I was shocked to see the number of zeros on it. I began to think seriously about writing. First, I need to explain the content of this book within this preface. It will not contain any of my groundbreaking discoveries, nor will it have intrinsic mathematic deductions, though I am famous for the above. I wish to display my true self here. Truth be told, I want to write a book about the universe, aeons, factions, and everything else. I have had more frequent interactions with other worlds in the past Ember eras. I began to work with the IPC, assisted Xiao Zhou in their battle against abominations. Got my hands on numerous collections from the Astral Express, and stirred up some trouble with the Garden of Recollection. I've been more active recently than I have ever been before. I've noticed that truly interesting things in the universe aren't its cold laws and rules, but the ions formed a highly condensed philosophy, and the foolish conniving humans gathering around the ions. This is what I want to write. The lonesome gods and the insolent followers. I hope the readers will find the book satisfying. Thank you, IPC, for your sponsorship. But to those that don't know anything about the game, that would be a very, very confusing little excerpt. Because they don't know what Aeon is. They don't know a lot of those things. That would just be very, very confusing. I don't know why that's there. But yeah, there are destructible objects. They give you some basic mats I use for crafting. It's not particularly useful. Credits are useful. Chests are the useful ones. They give you gems.
The central area of the space station is up ahead. There will be lots of Legion Void Rangers there.
Okay.
And you wanna hit them with their elemental weakness.
That breathing sensation. Remember it.
Yeah, you can see who's going up in what action.
Time for a buzz. combat
Yeah,
needs
ultimates
optimizing.
bump up
At this
action,
speed, too slow.
but they don't bump up the turn meter unless their ultimate says so. View all unlocked tutorials. Yeah, this will be just tutorials. You can select targets, action orders. These are all things that we were talking about. Speed is also a stat in this game. It dictates your turn order. So obviously the faster speed you are, the higher up in turn order you'll be.
Hold it. Someone or something is up ahead.
Looks like we're the ones getting ambushed.
But they're the ones getting besieged.
The Antimatter
May as
Legion.
well kill 'em all.
Yeah, skill points are shared between your team. And using a skill point will
Can you
lower
let me
it.
have some fun
You'll need
this
to use a
time?
basic attack to regain your skill points. Oh, there's
Good
energy
times
for an ultimate.
never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Also weird to see this game in like
Not a
1 time speed.
single soul here. Impressive evacuation work. Did Herta organize it herself?
According to the access history, she hasn't logged in here for over 6 months. The evacuation was directed by the acting lead researcher, a girl named Asta.
It doesn't ring a bell. Oh, right. Elio said we wouldn't run into Herta. It seems she really isn't here. Where's the Stellaron?
Elio's script doesn't include any info about the location of the Stellaron, which means in the future he foresees...
We would find the Stellaron in a non-physical way.
This space station is packed with extraordinary objects. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one that can make it happen.
Well, hiding something extraordinary with something extraordinary. This is pretty Herta. I assume you know what to do. I mean, you've read the catalog for quite a while.
I've got all the clues we need. The only piece missing is a simple trick. Help me investigate the terminal in this room. Our item might be inside.
Okay, the stage is yours.
So we look around for stuff. Break things in the process.
I can see the whole space station on the surveillance screen, but not the Stellaron.
Even if you could, it'd be a trap. Herta doesn't display her collections.
Oh, server. Let's mess with the server.
Huh? I can't see the memory storage for this terminal.
This is the monitoring room. They must have deleted the records and made a run for it. Classic. Make your way over here then. There's no point in trying to search like this.
Yeah. Sorry about points.
So, got a master plan? I'm all ears.
It's a matter of hacking the surveillance system directly.
Aha, I see. Herta's collections aren't in the system, so anything unaffected should be our target.
Simple, crude, but effective. Look, found it.
Back with the courier to unravel the secrets of the monitoring room.
Huh, what's this?
Item number 211, Line Spot. A simple light deflecting field. It allows an object in its field to pass unnoticed, but if a different item ceases to be obvious, the object gets revealed.
So, Herta hides her collection with something as simple as this?
The simplest method is the hardest to spot. Isn't that our motto?
Oh. I don't remember all this.
Strange thing number 2.
The data suggests it's just an ordinary hologram, but it has an added layer.
Let's take a look. Don't worry, this place won't be our grave.
That something will happen when you touch the screen.
Interesting. She's a member of the Genius Society, all right.
The Stellaround is up ahead. Let's hurry. Huh. It has its own security system. I guess even for Herta, a Stellaron is no ordinary rarity.
Can you get it?
Of course. Even the genius Herta can't compete with me when it comes to hacking.
Good. Then I'll also count on you with the preparation of the receptacle.
The receptacle's ready. Your decision.
Elio said this decision will bring about lots of changes.
He also said, it must be you who makes it. Want to give her a new name?
Do we want to change it? I mean, just keep Estelle. We'll keep Estelle.
There we go. How much does she remember?
I'll remember you.
Time to get up. Oh.
Oh, they said I'll remember you.
Great, so you remember me. Listen, you are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here, or what you're going to do next. You think I look familiar, but you're not sure if you should trust me. None of that matters. All you need to know is that I'm leaving, and you will be left all alone on this space station. From now on, you needn't think about your past or doubt yourself. Listen. In the near future, you will encounter all kinds of perils and hardships, but you will also have many wonderful experiences. You'll meet companions who will treat you like family and embark on surreal adventures with them. At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve. This is your future that Elio has foreseen. Do you like it?
Where are you
The next
going?
stop to pave the way for the future that is written. It's like weaving brocade. You and I can only add one gold thread each time, but eventually we will make a gorgeous pattern.
How long do you think you need? According to the script, the Astral Express crew is arriving soon. We should avoid being seen by them.
I know, Silverwolf. Just give me another minute. I must leave now. Don't worry, someone will come and find you very soon. Just go with them. You won't remember a thing except me. When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
coordinates sent out from the space station?
Who cares? They're here and alive. Do they look like a mannequin to you?
Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
Huh? I've never done it before. Don Hung, you do it. Wait, stop it. They're awake. Are you all right? Can you hear me? Do you remember your name?
I don't remember a thing.
Aw, this isn't good. Can you try harder? I'm sure you can at least remember your name.
My name is Stell.
Nice to meet you. My name's Don Hung, and this is March 7th. This space station was just attacked by the Antimatter Legion. We came to help with the rescue at the request of lead researcher Asta.
The Antimatter
They're
Legion.
zoned by the destruction. You're lucky the most dangerous Lord Ravager among them isn't around. Just some nasty minions. We'll take those invaders out soon. Don't worry.
Lead researcher Asta.
A petite cutie with pink hair? Madame Herta appointed her to be the acting lead researcher. That girl really needs to step up. I can't believe her own employee doesn't even know her name.
Where should I go?
Back to the Master Control Zone. Asta and the other researchers have gathered there.
Plus, that's where we parked the Astral Express. Don't you worry. We'll protect you from the monsters and clear up this mess.
Who are you
Don
guys?
Hung and I are members of the Astral Express crew.
Well, the Express has some dealings with Madame Herta, so we come to visit the space station from time to time.
We just so happened to arrive during this invasion. Of course, as a crew of heroes, we're happy to lend a hand.
The Astral
Yeah.
Express.
You've never seen it? The Express comes here every once in a while.
It's a unique train that can travel between the stars with the power of the Trailblaze Eon.
I'll show you once we're back to the Master Control Zone.
Let's go
You
then.
and March go back together.
It's interesting how the different languages pronounce Aeon. I know in the Korean VA they do Aeon rather than Eon.
Arlan from the security department lost contact in the vicinity. I need to find him first.
Oh, all right. You stay safe. Maybe you should bring this. The Legion are rampaging through the space station like a pack of wolves. This trip won't be a walk in the park. It's better if you have something to protect yourself. Just a suggestion, though. You're safe as long as you stick with me.
Characters. We can now look at the character menu. These are stats, failure to typing, and what path they're on. I don't think we have anything, so we can't really customize any of our stuff with like icons. Oh, we did pick up the bat. Let's say I thought we didn't pick up the
Full of
bat.
fancy little gadgets. Herta's collection. I really don't get why she'd go out of her way to collect them and then leave them here to gather dust.
A raiding pistol. Item number 752, raiding pistol. Weapon raids creatures on sight using unknown scoring logic. The closed eye of this weird little gun suddenly snaps open as it swirls around for a moment, staring at you with malice. Raiding pistol gazes at Stell. 84 points, it announces. Is it basing things on age? don't think so. Curio number 269. Joy filtration set. A portable device inside the cube can be used to identify and collect joyous emotions. You carefully count the cubes that store the portable devices and find there are 21 in total. You can count a few more times, but end up with a different figure each time. As the after effects of the Legion invasion have not completely removed, not all curios in the space station are displayed here. Item number 148. Backup conch. This conch makes a strange sound. It is unlike laughter, but it's nevertheless quite humorous. I think these are another one. They have another. What did it say? Curio number 269, Joy Filtration Set. This portable device inside the cube can be used to identify and collect joyous emotions. There are signs that a portable device has been removed from the cubes. Seems like there's a high demand for joy. Curio number 1381, the Total Eclipse of the Hearts. The dull and lifeless cone is obviously in a dormant state. Alright. How do we even open those doors?
It's the Antimatter Legion. So these crazy jerks made it all the way here. Watch this.
Okay. We're fighting it. So physical stealth is a offensive unit. It's just showing you how attacks can break. So each break has a different effect. So ice freezes them. Physical puts a bleed on the target. Quantum slows them down and you can stack 5 damage onto it. And when it gets to their turn, it will...
Stay right there while I give you a present.
It'll do big damage on them.
Take this.
Wind gives wind shear debuff.
You're stronger than you look. Seem to be quite the fighter.
I forget. Yeah, talking about toughness here. The weakness elements. Break. There's break damage, different types of break. Super break, but that is something that not everyone can do. Right here, here's what it is. Bleed from physical break. Fire gives a burn. Fire dot. Ice freezes them, also pushes them back because it makes them slower and they skip their next turn. Lightning is shock debuff. Wind is wind shear. Quantum, yeah, it's called entanglement. But you can do 5 damage. Imprisonment also ridiculously low slows them down. Very good. Imaginary break is very good. And broken units take more damage.
So we'll take that elevator on the central platform to go down to the master control zone. Do you know the way? I noticed that you're not wearing the space station staff uniform. Do you really work here?
Who said I work here? I don't remember.
Loss, huh? You must have been injured. Never mind. I won't ask if you don't want to talk about it. Let's go. I'll take you to the safe zone.
Who said I worked here?
Is that all?
Forgot Stell actually speaks. Yeah, the weakness types. He's also ranged, so I kind of need to rush at him. He's ranged, I don't want to deal with that. Yep, still locked on to be attacked. I need to shield.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's make it
Yeah, I was
quick.
playing this shield as well.
Rules are made to be broken.
Shield will take damage first. March should retaliate. That's our passive with the shield. Gets to retaliate twice per turn.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Oh, she didn't freeze. That move has a chance of freezing.
Let's go.
Yep, talking about shielding. Anything else in here? These give gems. So reading, or at least looking at the stuff, gives you gems for looking at the
Looks good.
tutorial. For me personally, I do know what each of these do already. That's not the biggest thing.
I knew it.
It's broken?
But it wasn't me. The Antimatter Legion must have broken it. Too bad Donhung's not here. He's like a walking encyclopedia. He knows a ton of complicated stuff. Maybe even elevator repair.
I don't know that one.
Whoa! Why are you here? And how did you get here before us?
Where'd he show up from?
I took another route to the upper level, and I saw you guys from up there. Arlan is in the control room. He's been injured, but not fatally.
You found him. Will he know what to do about this elevator?
I suppose as the head of the security department, he should know.
Then let's go talk to him.
Team lineup. Then we get Don Hung. Add characters. We can also preset
Tread carefully.
lineups here, like different lineups depending on how many. Like Don Hung. Couple. I didn't even realize we got booklet of booklet. That's the tutorial. Let's have an achievement. Oh, Blaze profile. Actual birthday. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to go through the anti-mana legion. Techniques.
Freeze!
Techniques give extra abilities beforehand. Some of them are buffs, some of them are attacks onto the enemies,
Told ya I could
but they're
fight.
very useful.
With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah.
Strike.
So distraction cell ultimate has a single target burst
You
and
couldn't have
a
done it
Wii.
without me.
We'll see in the future. There's more paths for now.
Hey, you're all together?
Yep, we're from the Astral Express.
Oh. Did Madame Herta send you to help?
It's just a coincidence. We came to deliver the rare relic Herta trusted us to find. We didn't expect to arrive during an invasion.
Why is the Antimatter Legion targeting you guys? It seems they just ignored the surface of the planet and came straight to the space station.
I have no idea. The Legion came at a very suspicious time, almost right after the security system suddenly failed. Lead researcher Asta immediately began to organize the evacuation. I was supposed to cover everyone as they evacuated, but I didn't expect to end up failing in this task.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Your leg and dominant hand were injured. It was a wise decision to hide here and avoid a head-on encounter with the Legion.
Yeah, most of the staff have been evacuated safely. So right now our highest priority is to return to the Master Control Zone and plan a counterattack. So, do you know how to use the elevator? I couldn't start it.
After the evacuation was complete, the elevators were all shut down to keep the Legion away from the Master Control Zone. Since Lady Asta sent you to look for me, I assume she must have given you the encryption key for accessing the elevator system?
Oh, right. She did give me some sort of card.
March.
But where did I put it?
He lost it.
Here it is.
Never mind.
Now that we found the key, we should get going. We can...
I didn't think that would cut him off. What is this? Technique and technique. Yeah. There'll be those purple destructible things that give you 2 technique points. But
Let's go.
they are a
Hold on.
respawnable
I only
resource.
activated the elevator on the highest floor. We'll have to go there to use it.
Why? It's so
Because I
far
mustn't
away.
give the Legion any chance to reach the Master Control Zone by the elevator. I must ensure the safety of the station staff. So I'll have to trouble you to take a bit of a detour. Apologies.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
My leg is injured. I'd only slow you down. I'll stay here and shut down the elevator once you've made it to the Master Control Zone.
You won't slow us down. And you should be able to shut down the elevators from the Master Control Zone, right?
Agreed. She and I made it here safely, and now we've also got Danhung. We're more than enough to protect you. Let us worry about the Antimatter Legion. You just follow us and keep yourself alive.
You can use me as a
Aren't
crutch.
You a nice kid.
Thank you.
Races. Substats that we can activate. Makes our units stronger. And when you level up your characters, you can level up the skills, activate major traces. Very useful. You should always activate these when you have a chance to. They're free real estate. Okay, let's get walking. Is there anything to... Oh, locked. Oh.
It's too late to repent.
Oh. It's so weird playing this at base speed.
You have the...
It is extremely weird.
Take this!
You couldn't have done it without me.
I did for the chest. All those paths were locked, so we need to come up here.
truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
My turn.
I probably need a shield.
Me out here? How can we lose?
So the shield also makes it so if they
Let's
hit
go.
said target, it's a taunt as well as a shield. But it's not a complete taunt, let's say. It's just likelihood to get hit more
You
higher.
have the worst luck. Watch this.
Let's make it quick.
Ultimates also carry over. Unless it's a
Past
fresh fight every
victories
time.
don't guarantee future ones.
So if you see me not use an ultimate on a one fight, because I have no reason to. I can bring it to the next fight.
The repulsion bridge has been shut down?
Yes, to stall the enemy, more or less.
I think we can activate it. And pick up chests when you can. Drop aggro and then hit him. And if I stayed aggro, I would probably hit before I could get my swing off. And then you can see here,
Are
on my
made to be
ultimates. Since it carried on from previous battle.
Just a scratch.
Step aside.
That's interesting. I actually didn't know that if you
Reach the end of
get
the
rid of all
story
his
in your own way.
allies, he just doesn't attack rather than make a command to attack that an enemy. Didn't know that.
Hey, these shiny things. Are these light cones? I thought only the Interastral Peace Corporation had rare stuff like this.
No. Light cones are Garden of Recollection technology. They allow you to carry memories around. Very potent enhancement items. I heard the corporation paid a lot for the usage rights, but I've no idea how Herta managed to get hold of one.
They were acquired legitimately. That's all I can say. Take them. They're very useful in combat.
They're extremely useful in combat. Alrighty, light cones. Then we got destruction, so this for stealth. The light cones just give a stat, so they give flat stat bonuses on top of an effect. The effects can be increased when you superimpose them, which means using the same light cones, and they'll increase their substat a bit. Light cones are extremely useful. They can really change how a unit plays because their signature light cones could be very, very useful. A readable thing. It's on my phone. Oh, bookshelf. Fragments of Herta Research Atlas, Volume 7. Graphic. Item number, Transport 01483. Collection date, 2156 AE. Purchase price, 2,130,000 credits. Market value, 1,842,000 credits. Handler, when Byron, Serial 0483, Cosmic Emergency Rug. A beige and brown bohemian style rug. Places where woolen tassels should have been are now replaced by small golden stellar rings that oscillate up and down at the same angle both ways. It will automatically adjust size within a set range based on the weight of the item it is applied to. It is the most common space survival equipment on spacecrafts. It successfully transported and saved hundreds of passengers in the first large-scale space transportation accident caused by the traffic event brought upon by the Celeron. Item number, Transport 0484. Collection date, 2156 AE. Purchase price, 180,000 credits. Market price, 56,000 credits. Handler, 1 Byron. Serial 01484. Compound Eyes. A hideous goggle covered with compound eyes like soap bubbles. The user will see 36 different perspectives, and that together give a 360-degree full view. It is said that this daily necessity for crew members can warp jumps and hyperspace jumps. The first traffic jam ever caused by the Stellaron, jumpship pilot Bescott Wagner was able to avoid collision with 14 others simultaneously jumping ships. Item number transport 01485. Collection date 2157 AE. Purchase price 37,000 credits. Market value 41,000 credits. Handler Wen Ming Di. Serial 01485 Beacon Coloring Paste. Next to resplendent colors floating in void lies a flat tin tube about 32 centimeters in length and 3 centimeters in diameter. The tube is filled with dark gold gel, which absorbs all known colors and turns it into that specific shade. This is commonly seen emergency item in the nameless carry. Whether in the void of the cosmos or on the ocean of a planet, beacon coloring paste will always release a line of brilliant colors on a cosmic darkness or on an ocean. It will also adjust its own color, contrast, and saturation based on the light source and shade of its surroundings. The bright, visually stimulating colors of the beacon coloring paste allows the galactic rescue to easily spot signs written with it. It was invented by a Nameless, who possessed great artistic abilities. The Nameless once experimented a flight incident and was trapped in a barren and desolate star system. In the end, with the use of the scraps from a white star fragment, he was able to produce the most magnificent item in the history of search and rescue, the beacon coloring paste. There are also cosmic bandits who use beacon coloring paste to leave graffiti packed with profanity everywhere, in a universe out of ill intention, a rebellious nature, or an inflated ego. Funny, because those are actually Curio in the simulated universe. I didn't realize they actually had story behind it. That's actually cool to know.
Aw, is that it? We've reached the elevator already? That wasn't too many monsters.
The Lord Ravager.
Move carefully.
Oh my god, 2x speed. Finally. We'll do this in an ult with March.
Gotta try hard some. Watch
Hopefully
this
we can
awesome
freeze.
move.
March ult has opportunity to freeze.
Tough luck
We'll
breaking
have to shield with March. Whoever gets targeted. This. Oh, I see. This is talking about the debuffs you have and for enemies as well. Right. Their abilities, guys frozen, what they're doing. Yeah.
Just a scratch.
You can't run.
We will need to do basic attack and
The
this will
truth of
break.
life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision.
Do high toughness. I didn't expect it to break.
Try that again.
It's alright. This will break everything.
Made to be broken.
Told you I could fight.
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
I've no interest.
You can't run. Try that again.
So whenever March also doesn't move, she gets her passive
Try
reset,
hard. Watch this awesome
which
move.
whoever attacks her barrier, she will counterattack. Oh, that's wonderful. We got a frozen. Fair play.
My turn.
He should die here.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Machina.
Hey, sore losers! You can't just gang up on us.
Why does it always have to get this exciting? Anyway, at least you're back. March, Dunhung, you've been through a lot.
Phew. Himeko, what took you so long? That last wave of Antimatter Legion came at us like a swarm of locusts. Have you ever tried shooting locusts with a bow?
I wouldn't have made a difference. My orbital cannon can deal with a whole bunch of enemies at once, but I couldn't just blow up the space station with it. Herta would not like that.
True.
Are you all right, Arlam? Asta's been worried about you.
I'm fine. A quick patching up will do. Thanks for asking. I'll report the situation to lead researcher Asta immediately. Bye.
He's so awkward, Arlen.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express.
In other words, she's in charge of where the express goes.
March hasn't been any trouble for you along the way, has she?
Think carefully about how you want to reply to that.
I've never met a more lively girl in my life.
Well,
Like she is.
that's the joy of youth. We should take every step forward full of energy. She's a discerning one, isn't she, Don Hung?
I have the right to remain silent.
Look at you all. You've already gotten really close. Come on. Asta's been worried about all of you.
Whoa. They just gave him for free? Himeko joined us temporarily. I didn't expect him to just be here for free. That would make my life easy. We should add him. He is probably better than March. So it's we're adding 2 down
I
hogs.
won't let a sing.
I didn't expect them to just give the Dawn Hong preservation like that. That will make things a lot easier. Follow-up attacks, extra turn. Even though we actually haven't seen an extra turn yet, I don't think. Those two exist, yes. More books to read. Goodness, that's a lot of books to read. Alrighty, let's get to reading. To the bookshelves. Species of the galaxy, Totonid. Galactical species serial number, inorganic number 27. Species name, Totonid. Cosmic nicknames, Electric Giant, Glowing Star Polyhedron, Respiring Boulder. Category, Kingdom Inorganic Organism, Class Silica, Order Monotectoid, Family Petragigas. Research summary. The homeworld of the Totonids is a planet plagued by catastrophic storms. It was said that tornadoes that pass through will destroy everything in its path, leaving only the strongest and most resilient lives. This species appears as translucent crystal, with an interlogic center called a dot monotectic. 2 individuals of this species would communicate with each other by emitting electrical signals this organ. Their language, psyche, and history are unknown to the cosmos. In the end of the Mecha Wars, Totonids were loyal sidekicks to the Mechas. After defeat, the Totonids were eradicated by organic creatures and became extinct. Totonids turned into mineral ores after the passing, and their past disease developed into splashes of colors within their bodies. The Toton planet thus became a cavernous, rocky planet blighted with storms. When the fires of war cleared, the royal crown, which embodied the history of its monarchy, was left behind in the silent winds. Related curio, unbearable weight. A curio kept within the confines of the space station appearing as a crystal-encrusted crown. It is actually the imperial crown from the silicon-based life forms of the Toton planet, a living fossil of the monarch's history. According to rumors, each deceased Totonid emperor will have their logic center embedded in this crown, composed of the logic centers of previous emperors. The Totonids believe this crown bring the wisdom of generations to its rulers. It's also the reason why the rulers of the Totonid have always been unusually large, heavy, and beautiful. In the past few Amber eras, there are scholars who believe that the crown actually stores racial memories and basic cells of the Totonids. They also believe that exposing the crown of moonlight would allow them to touch the buried history of the race. With the kindling of life from the ion, this lost people of yesteryear can be given a rebirth. Second page, chapter 2634. International Peace Corporation. Bliphoff, the Amber Lord, a colossal statue without a head, silent and oblivious. They only think about about constructing their mysterious and giant wall. What was it for? No one knows. What is it they're trying to keep out? No one knows. Most normal people will ignore it after realizing our ignorance, but there are always abnormal people in this world. There are two different types even in that group. One type thinks that, wow, there's God building a wall. This means walls are sacred. So we're going to build walls too. What kind of ridiculous logic is this? And with that, this group of people believes they've received some sort of revelation and began wasting precious resources to build useless things on their respective planets. These people are known as architects. As for the other group, well, they're even dumber than the architects. Although the architects have a few screws loose in their heads, they're at least thinking about doing things that are beneficial to themselves. On the contrary, the other group of people think that, wow, there's God building a wall. This means walls are sacred, so we have to help God build walls. What? And with that, a group of people filled with a self-sacrificing mentality gathered and formed a support team for Kliphoff. Knowing that they're not exactly capable of doing anything, the support team used the power of paths and flew to different worlds to source the various materials needed for building a wall as a tribute to the god. In this very moment, two intelligent individuals emerged from this group of imbeciles and changed the destiny of the entire cosmos. And now, the writer will explain the event and to follow in detail. First, the support team flew to an unfamiliar planet. They were lucky to find a planet inhabited by a friendly race who received them warmly. The support team said, "Respected companions of the cosmos, the universe is facing destruction and our Aeon is building a wall spanning across light years to protect the cosmos. We urge you to take part and join in on the construction." The alien replying, smiling, "Wow, that sounds extraordinary. What can we do to help?" The support team says we need wood, stone, rebars, cement, titanium. Anything and everything that can be used in constructions. We want them all. The aliens reply, "Good, we have a lot of those materials. What will you use to trade for them?" And this is when the first landmark of economics was born, the trade of resources. The support team said, "Oh, we have a lot of wood, stone, rebars, cement, titanium, anything and everything that can be used to build stuff. We have it all." The aliens reply, "This kind of trade would be pointless." And this is when the wise ones take the stage. They, both of their names, are inscribed into each wall and ceiling panel in the IPC. Louis Fleming and Dongfeng Qiqing. The wise ones quickly answer. There's a planet called Clementine 3 systems from here. It has a local specialty called winter sun fruit. that is incredibly delicious and melts in your mouth. The two upsold the berry as if it was something that fell out of the heavens. The alien replies, "Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay, 500 kilograms of wood for 500 kilograms of winter sun fruit." And this is when resource gained a quantitative value. Winter sun fruits are extremely precious, wise man number 1, Louis Fleming, says. An entire amber era wouldn't yield 500 kilograms of it. On the contrary, 500 kilograms of wood means very little to you. How about this? We'll trade 5 kilograms of winter sun fruit for your 500 kilograms of wood. I guarantee you'll love it. Dear readers, this conversation took place nearly 800 amber eras ago. I'm sure you can tell that the wise man number 1 was being completely dishonest. Though winter sun fruits may be delicious, it is nowhere near as rare as he described it to be. The wise man was lying. He was able to do this because he had the ultimate advantage of asymmetric information. Once one party has more information than the other, then they will gain the absolute initiative. When applied to this specific incident, it meant that the wise man number 1 possessed the power to set prices. And with that, things start to develop in a positive direction. The sport team realized that they need to provide and trade with merchandise that the other party is interested in for them to get the resources that they want. The sport team no longer purchases only construction materials, but start to buy food, drinks, clothes, and everyday goods. They bought everything that the other planets would be interested in. The more business they did, the bigger the business grew. Intellect number 2, Dong Fang Kiching, realized something. If they're the only people in the entire cosmos that are in the trade business, then it's time for them to set their own rules. And with that, galactic currency was born. More than 770 amber eras ago, Louis Fleming and Dong Fang Jing announced the reformation of the support team and started the Interastral Peace Corporation, IPC. At the same moment, the IPC introduced Universal Galactic Currency, credits. Ever since that day, the people of each planet never had to worry about how much they could trade for their local specialties. Everything already had a price tag attached to it. They would receive credits from the IPC and use the credits to purchase merchandise from the IPC. The market is no longer comprised of 3 parties, the IPC in the middle. Now people can purchase goods directly from the IPC. Although the sellers and buyers didn't change much, this actually forms a great advantage for the IPC. The buyer and seller asset movement seems to have come to a halt. Halted asset means that there are now this deposit capital. Assets valued in the trillions have suddenly become hidden behind the IPC's credits and immediately fill the IPC's pockets. But the IPC has bottomless pockets. And just like that, the IPC turned from being just a small organization, sourcing materials for an ion, to the strongest force in the entire cosmos. However, it is worth mentioning that even having made such great accomplishments, the IPC never forgot why the organization was put together in the first place. The construction materials the IPC have accumulated over nearly 800 amber eras are now piled across each planet surrounding the Ion Klepoff. The Ion has never uttered a word about their actions, nor made any use of their offerings. Even so, the IPC's outlook remains unwavering. This is what you call faith. Six memo notes. The blank keys between the blank and the blank keys on this terminal have malfunctioned. I'm sticking a note here to inform everyone that this has been reported in the staff system and is awaiting technicians' repairs. If you're passing by, take notes. My research data is still inside. Do not touch. Why don't you just say which keys aren't working? Because those keys aren't working. Alright. Species of the galaxy, Wobaboo. Species of the Galaxies, Wobbleboo. On the surface, this book is no different from any other. Upon closer examination, you will find that it is surrounded by a layer of stellar light, as if imbued with a hidden spell. The encyclopedic information on Wobbleboo is recorded on the open page of the book. You can turn the page with your hand, but the content will always remain the same. It's almost like flipping through a book of sifting sand. It seems that you need some sort of authorization to view the other contents, some sort of key. Galactic Species Serial Number, Spiritual Number 415. Species Name, Wobbleboo. Prospect Nickname, Wobba, Jinx, Mischievous Astral Spirit. Category, Kingdom, Spiritual Organism. Class, Astral Spirit. Order, Shapeless. Family, Spirit Essence. Species, Heliobus. It makes sense they're actually a Heliobus, actually. Now that I think about it more. That does make sense. Research Summary. Spiritual organisms represented by astral spirits can be traced to the recorded beginnings of the Amber Era. The Leviathan's conception theory believes that some elder Leviathans were run aground after the Dusk Wars. During their lengthy slumber, their decomposed cells became the seedbed for organic organisms, and their dissipating life force became wandering astral spirits. However, more and more scholars have begun to publicly denounce the Leviathan's conception theory in recent years. Other nascent theories are not included here. In the beginning, the astral spirits did not possess individual wills, and all they did was float and wander aimlessly in the cosmos. During the era of Trailblaze, as Nameless traversed the cosmic expanse, the astral spirits became allured by the humans' freedom of travel. Immortal beings possessing the strong emotion of love and lust made a strong impact on the barren core of the astral spirits. Humans have become the most desirable host for astral spirits. The astral spirits would follow the scent of emotion and find their prey, possess their body, and turn the host into a mindless, walking corpse. The hosts that aren't able to fuse with astral spirits will die on the spot. A verified case of a nameless named Erwin Hessler became possessed by an astral spirit and managed to form a symbiotic relationship with it. Those possessed by astral spirits and ended in tragedy are lost as time goes on. Afterwards, these type of spiritual organisms hid and blended into human society. Their exceptional abilities to sense emotions and control people's hearts and minds are feared by many. Woboboos have inherited the abilities of their astral spirit ancestors, but are not as deadly on their own. Woboboos enjoy scaring people and appear as ghostly, semi-transparent, shifting forms. After attaching itself to a host, the personality of the host will change dramatically, and their behavior completely altered. After committing a series of pranks, the host will regain consciousness. If the brutal acts of astral spirits are for the purpose of possession and evolution, then Woboboos roaming would purely be for fun. That's right, they go around being mischievous for no specific reason and will leave after they get bored. The ruckus would end and the host would return to normal, but the damages caused along the way cannot be salvaged. According to the space station's Adler's tier system, Woboboos fall under medium containment level. Although it does not pose a deadly threat, it does have potential to cause a lot of trouble and should be kept from breaking loose. So what do you do with those big ones? They're big Woboboos. What do we do about those? They're like giant Woboboos that exist. More info about the totem. Memo notes. What are they saying? What finders? Oh yeah, there are achievements for picking up these books. They don't have to be read, but at this point it's like, why not? I never read them before, so these are actually new information to me. So it's like, why not? The only downside of it is it's my voice. Can't be speaking for this long, you know? That's right, a voice cutscenes give me a good break when those are useful. I appreciate those. Appreciate those greatly. Alright, looks like we got some notes to read, and after that we can go speak with Asta. The readable 5 gems. Recording. A fool's play, Calamity's wrath seeks olden clash. Fool's blade rends divine flesh. The recording tape is embedded in a spotless playback device. It is evident that the researchers have been diligently cleaning it. Push the playback button and the sound of magnetic tape idling can be heard in a deep silence. Suddenly, the storyteller's gavel strikes. The folding fan whooshes as a sing-song-like narration falls from afar. In the Elden Realm, the sun fleets and the moon creeps, and naught survives where the divine penalties. Alone, the divine light I shall sunder, and pierce the imperial eclipse. In this eve, this is a tale I ought to impart. Calamity's wrath seeks olden clash. Fool's blade rends divine flesh. Those of you here must know that among this cosmos of 1,000 stars, there are ions who care not the world and hide amongst their lands, and the 7 who inspire their foolish followers. In the mumbling prayers of these followers, the name of destruction is often heard. Hark, the divine power of unraveling skies and ravaged earth the word contains must lead the followers who dwell in violence. As if an insect swarm or the eclipse of the sun, this is the legion at which the cosmos recoil upon hearing. The personification of destruction, the ruined author. Someone exclaimed, "The ruined author? What is that?" Another replied softly, "Is it a code word? It feels related to the legion." Someone else answered, "This is storyteller is from Janzhou. It must be their slang word for." Of course, in most worlds, they are also called Nanook. It is said that this legion uses black hole as their furnace, yin and yang energies as their coal, and everything else as their copper. Under the command of a ruined author and their follower, the monarch of extinction, the legion seeks purification of dead, old stars. From whence do they come? The answer is cosmic flood. What purpose do they act? We do not know. I lament for the ruined author's might is insurmountable and forceful of strength. I anger, for all against them seek also to fulfill their own selfish agenda. Against the cosmic forces that couldn't hold a candle to them, the supreme executioner finally recalled their home world, where it was ruled by unjust power. They assembled a force of myriad void rangers, demand an answer from their past. Unfortunately, they were met with a surnameless fool guarding the portal, wielding a rapier of extraordinary power. The fool dodged most skillfully, like a slippery fish in a pond, or a flash of falling star. The ruined author did battle with the fool for 7 days and 7 nights. Eventually, golden ichor seeped out of their divine body. This is the origin of that unhealed wound. Offstage, someone yelled, "For real? This is just something to fool the new people, isn't it?" The security department staff member stopped him. "Be quiet and let Mr. Storyteller finish." In an instant, space-time reversed, and the stars lost their shine. For the ruined author shifted away from his injury, and his legion scattered. How could observers from the rest of the cosmos just sit and watch the spectacle? They regarded the golden ichor as the ultimate object of desire. Some seek to steal it for making ichor-infused mead. Others seek to destroy it to weaken the Legion's might. Yet another commented loudly, "That's right, exactly. I have heard this. It is rumored in a tavern somewhere in this cosmos that serves this mead on its menu. What was it called?" The reply came, "Bloody Mary." That garnered a response. Lame. That person replied again, "It's called the Ruination Filament." Response, "Oh, that's cool." At one point, an uproar followed the incident. The ignorant left, snickering, and all returned to their busy lives. Among those who managed a share of the golden ichor, one hailed from the space station. Our very own Nightfarer. His return caused many staff members to congratulate and revere him, but after pleasantries were made, his character changed. A terrible trouble is brewing. And for the next part of the story, come back next time. Commotion broke out in the hall. That's it? That's not enough. Not going to connect to the invasion of the Antimatter Legion, are you? The whole time this is a modern fantasy. Shut up and pay Mr. Storyteller. Come on, continue. Continue what exactly? This is total hogwash, with a strong opening and getting worse after each beat. I'm leaving. Fragment of a weekly report by Department of Ecology researcher. A piece of paper torn from somewhere. The numerous folding crease mark rising and falling of the author's feeling. Third System Week 118. Weekly plan. Complete the in vitro expansion research on small molecule compound combinations. Weekly progress. And find suitable compound materials. Only completed hypotheses proposal. Weekly conclusion. No worries, it can be done next time. Third System Week 119. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department and study the automated applications of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation in tissue regeneration. Weekly progress. At 50%. Continuing. Weekly conclusion. I don't think Joanne would be able to do things strictly by the books and be so efficient. We made at least 5 operation mistakes this week. I need to learn from Joanne next time. Third System Week 120. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department. Study the automated applications of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation in tissue regeneration. And complete the thesis. Weekly progress. At 75%. Department of Ecology and complete. Medical department and 0 progress. Weekly conclusion. I heard Joanne was down with some kind of virus. Hope she's fine. Study temporarily suspended. Third Week System 121. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the new medical department. Study the automated application of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation in regeneration. And complete the thesis. Weekly progress. At 75%. No new progress. Waiting on the medical department. Weekly conclusion. This Joanne. Excuses galore. Just doesn't want to work. Haha. What thesis? Procrastinating again. Ha ha ha. My study, my report, my output. Why does the medical department continue to employ someone like this? Shameful. I will never work with her again. Week 122. Complete the in vivo analysis of homing mechanisms of alien cells. Weekly progress. The homing process of cells in the new microenvironment has been understood, and the underlying structures and principles of actions need to be followed up. Weekly conclusion. This time is essential for my own effort. But I didn't think Joanne has this kind of connection to acquire alien usher cells. She only has a little bit of wrapping up to do, so I'll help her out this time. Joanne is not too bad. Maybe her procrastination is a little serious, but she's still a kind person. Photonids are rocks. The researcher of the unbearable weight courier. I heard you are an expert on cosmic biodiversity. I would like to present you a few questions I've been asking myself. I hope your answers will bring some enlightenment to my path. Before this, I have, through various formal and informal meetings, spiritually infused, and regular fiber paper letters, participated in passionate debates on whether totonids are silicon-based life forms or just rocks. However, there are still questions that beg to be answered. As we know, the discipline in which we operate has defined totonids as silicon-based life forms that communicate with internal electrical signals. However, they have already become extinct through the long amber eras, leaving behind only a crown encrusted with a dot monotectic of past monarchs. The Curio unbearable weight. Excuse my ignorance, but I have a few questions. 1. Since totonids allegedly communicate with electrical signals, no one in this cosmos would be able to decipher their thoughts, language, or history. So then, you can claim that said electrical signals exist. But I can also claim that said signal does not exist. How can we determine its falsifiability? 2. Since it is not falsifiable, maybe the racial history of the Totonids was just a fabrication of history fictionologists since the beginning. 3. In the space stations, aside from specific individuals, most researchers don't usually step out of their comfort of their labs, and therefore had been no one who traveled to planet Toton to verify and study this claim. Simply obtaining a crystal crown in a grand history that is, again, unverifiable, had determined that the Totonids are life forms with long cultural history. Isn't this going against the criteria of research? 4. In the interdisciplinary summit in the space station, Department of Cosmic Geography lists the mineral composition of the unbearable weight in the detailed report, and defined it a rare mineral cluster. However, the Department of Ecology named it a dot monotectic construct of an extinct race and claimed the courier as their own. This, in my humble opinion, is no different than that of a pirate. After much thought and many restless nights, I've decided I cannot bear the thought of your good name being sullied due to misguided courier categorization. I also cannot bear the thought of my discipline being stampeded on the strong-arming ways of the Department of Ecology. The reasons of my composing of this letter and my blathering is merely so that I can convey 3 sentences, which are: Totonids are... You know what that word is. Rocks. A straightforward Department of Cosmic Geography researcher. Part 2. Experimental research results. Harmless, suitable to be friends with. Date 4.0 to 4.2. Subject mentally well. Subject current status. Writing this report. Experimenter signature. Congrats, the researcher didn't tell me his name. Part 3. If you feel you can't complete your work, congratulations. At least you still retain an objective awareness of the external environment. What if I can't? What if I think I can do it? Hey, who scribbled on my note? You know, the medical cabin on the space station is pretty cutting edge. The fees are also borne by the IPC. Let me sincerely advise the 2 people above to seek help. Part 4. Sometimes at night, the mysterious melon fairy will appear on the seed aisle and make the melon you planted about 3 times larger. However, if you only planted snap peas, it will seek you out and punch you. So far, I've only gotten punched. I switched to planting melons. I hope she appears again. Update: the melon fairy in the seed aisle is fake news. That terrible person only said that because she was found trying to steal my stacked peas and punched me. I shouldn't have trusted her. Update 2. Dear friends, I am rescinding my statement before. The melon fairy is not a divine being because I did see her. She said she wanted to write my report for me. Hee. Another person's handwriting. Just stop. This is a hallucination caused by the hallucinogens from our department leaking into fertilizer. Wake up. There will be no pretty melon fairy coming to help any of you complete your reports. Oh. They're just crazy. Got it. We will also just level our units. You will maybe have a trace? Sure. The resource will... Alright, let's finally talk faster.
Projectile radar tracking normal. Telemetry signal frequency unusually high. Maintain at normal levels. Our measurements predict that the Legion is about to unleash over 10 waves of continuous attacks. Everyone, brace yourselves.
Asta, we're back.
Oh, I'm glad you're all back safe. Arlen just told me about the situation at the storage zone and about his injury. Thank you for all your help. In times of disaster, I realize more and more that the space station's researchers are its most valuable assets. Alas, we were ill-prepared for such emergencies. We should have built up our security and combat departments. But on the other hand, the entire crew of the Astral Express seems to be extraordinarily skilled.
What is the current situation on the space station?
The situation is under control for now. The damage to our security system was minor. The intruder only managed to alter a small amount of data, so it was easy to fix. The real problem lies with the researchers. They trust Madame Herta wholeheartedly and never thought that the space station would be breached by the Legion. A broken spirit is far worse than a broken body.
That is very true.
Let's go speak with the researchers. Right now, the space station can't afford any more unexpected turns, especially from within. Have you tried contacting Herta?
I sent multiple letters, all met with silence. You know her, Himiko? The space station is but a mere warehouse for followers and rare items. She doesn't really care about it.
I knew it. No matter. I'll also send a letter to Herta and tell her that we've brought the rare item she seeks. At least that might get her attention.
Oh, that would be of great help.
Ooh. We can finally use the warp feature. No, we got Asa. Yeah, this is the warp feature. Use this to get characters. These will show off what the characters do. They also just give us Jade, so it's worth doing.
Burn away.
What each character's skills will
get
be.
away. Time to twirl. You won't get away. Time to twirl.
So Himiko works with break. Every time he breaks, she does a follow-up attack.
Time to twirl.
So usually a composition does have Herta. Because Herta, when enemies go below 50 HP, also does follow-up attack. And this can cause further break. Well, say control. Also DPS.
Stay.
Move carefully.
But a lot of his
Let's begin.
skills revolve around
You know nothing of the would
debuffing
survive or be
opponents.
destroyed. There is no other choice.
The truth of life is sanctuary. Is but a vision. Break!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm fine.
Middle is Natasha. She's just a 4-star healer.
That'll. Naughty child. Nap time.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed.
This
There
should
is no other
be
choice.
enough to kill. Walt unfortunately doesn't have particular diamond uses. Fortunately, it doesn't.
Show your courage.
Best skill set. Rania is a very
Move
good
carefully.
support unit. Her skill
Don't pay for this. Lend me
gives
your
a
strength.
buff
Fighting is meaningless.
as well as instantly readies them. So push them up on turn. And it is a full combat readiness as well.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend
So
me
it's
your
very good.
strength.
I've no
We've entered
interest
the
in
storm.
conflict.
To
Roll
guard
gives
and
crit
defend.
damage.
Crush them.
The truth of life is
As well as an
sanctuary.
attack
Is
buff.
but a vision. Break!
Nap time.
Rania is a very good unit. Japard, our shielder. Unfortunately,
I'm with you.
he's also a bit power corrupt at this point. Since we get Don Hong for
Move carefully.
free,
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Lando,
Japard makes a
never falters.
fairly weak
Is that all you got? Let me pay you
attempt at being Don Hong. And by Don Hong, I mean the one
The
that
truth
they
of
gave
life is
us.
sanctuary. Is but a vision. Break! This ends here. Fighting is.
Which I did not know they gave us. I was quite surprised to see
I've no
they just gave it to us
interest in-
for free.
Hope you're prepared.
Your number is up.
In the name of Lando, a will forged in ice never falters.
Fight to win. Let me pay you back. Tenfold!
Lara. A unit that will counterattack. Yes, Frog is a machine. And her main gimmick is counterattacking.
Let's be friends. Fight as one.
There we go.
Protect everyone. Tell me, Mr. Sora.
Now she will get counterattack.
Try that again.
It's also just the main target.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run.
Alright.
I'm okay.
Target threat index lowered. Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Mission command.
He was extremely strong when the game first came out. It solo a lot of things. I mean, a lot.
Shift the balance.
Unfortunately, this character hasn't been good for a while. Yan King? Yan Ching?
We're in trouble now.
However you pronounce his name, he's been particularly very good.
Tough luck running into me.
His abilities are very counterintuitive, where he gets buffs when he doesn't get hit. So forcing the shielder to be in your team just for him to get the follow-up attack.
Let's be friends.
But that is a very, very hard ask.
Fight as one.
Time for swordplay. Strike apart. Impressive.
Try that
Essentially, other units do the same thing
again. This awesome move.
with less setup. He's never been a particularly
Swords descend.
very good unit due to that fact. Because Seele came out during this time too. Same hunt. A lot less effort. Bailu was our first res.
A little something for everyone.
A res for when someone gets killed. Where she needs to be on a team. She's a healer.
You're a good person. What's in your prescription? You're a good person. Follow hook if you want.
Oh, I should use my ability.
Need a doctor?
Oops.
Too late to repent. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
There's no way I can break the other one. So there's no reason to bother trying.
You're a good person.
No interesting.
That is a fast enemy. I realize how fast that gunner is. Lapped my units. Impressive. We had a collab with Fate. So you'll see Saber and Archer. Both interesting units. Kinda requires very specific comps though. They're not very generically like used.
A day of peaceful
Cool.
We're in trouble now.
Yeah, Saber
Fight as one.
relies on going a lot. Like attacking a lot. She needs to go to 12 to be able to use. Oh, I see my models kind of going over it. But she has a counter over her. She needs to get to 12. Yeah. So allies that can help support her push will help her.
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
This mortals watch over you and guide you on your path. Moment to doubt farewell.
And we have Archer. A very, very, very skill point greedy carry. Can be extremely strong, but he is a very, very greedy.
Watch this. Cat and mouse time.
Can be extremely oh.
Found me. It smells. I'll take it on. You can't run.
And this is why he's very greedy. He can attack multiple times, however it takes 2 skill points each time. It's a very expensive ask.
Are cute with enough believers. Lies become reality. Yes.
But it is cool to see these fake
You wanna
characters be
take
here.
advantage?
You can't run. Let's play. Can you find the answer? Feeling spiffy?
And here comes Archer. Full unit. Oh, we don't even get character trials for them. It is my favorite unit though. Firefly. Firefly is easily my favorite unit. Got a singled out.
I'll leave the reassurance of the researchers in your hands. If you have any other questions, you're welcome to come to Himiko and me. Hello, how can I help you?
I'd like to learn more about the space
This is
station.
Herta Space Station. As you might tell from its name, it belongs to the distinguished Madame Herta herself. Herta Space Station was originally built as a warehouse for rare items and relics, but Madame Herta also allowed her followers to oversee tasks and conduct research, then gradually turned into a scientific research base. The storage zone you pass through contains all our inventory and is the main research center. The master control zone where we are now is the control center of the whole space station. It is said that the space station also contains Madame Herta's private chamber, where her most precious, rare, and dangerous collections are sealed. And for someone like her, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Even for me, the lead researcher, there are many things she keeps secret.
I'd like to learn more about
I'm
you.
lead researcher of Herta Space Station. But honestly, I'm more like Madame Herta's housekeeper of this place. Madame Herta is a genius, but managing disparate staff, tactfully representing the space station before the Intelligentsia Guild, these are all things beyond her abilities. But as it turns out, they are my forte. Scholars are a lot easier to deal with than those vociferous old geezers back home. No matter how much they drone on about astronomy is just about looking at things that doesn't bring any real value, they all fall silent in front of Madame Herta. No matter the problem, you just needed to say that it was Madame Herta's wishes and all would be fine. After all, Herta herself is a symbol of wisdom. And thanks to her, I can count the stars to sleep. Otherwise, I would have had to inherit the family fortune and, just thinking about it terrifies me. Arlen went to dress his wounds at the rest area. He knows himself well, but if he insists on pushing his limits, I'll give him a good earful. I'm very upset he didn't obey my orders and insisted on searching the storage zone, even though everyone had already evacuated. I know he didn't want to leave any researchers behind. The security department is more than just a job to him. But Arlen doesn't care about getting hurt. He only cares about protecting others. It's the only way he feels fulfilled. And it's not that I don't understand where he's coming from. I just want him to look out for himself, too.
Not very caring.
Herta. She's a member of the Genius Society, one of the proud favorites of the Eon of Erudition. Ever since the birth of News, there have only been 84 people admitted into the Genius Society. That is why Madame Herta is extremely headstrong. She only pursues what interests her, and as soon as that interest is lost, she abandons it and moves on. The space station was one such abandoned interest. Anyway, I lent out one of her manuscripts as a resource reference not long ago. It should still be in the Master Control Zone. You can take a look if you wish.
I don't have any more
Chatting
questions.
with you seems to have lightened my mood. Seems like talking can really raise one's spirits.
Kimiko
the
have to
matter?
say?
You seem to have something on your mind.
I'd like to learn about the Astral
Basically
Express.
speaking, it's a train that travels through space. But more specifically, the Astral Express was a creation of the Eon, Akavili the Trailblazer. As for what the Trailblaze, the Eons, and Akavili are all about, let's talk about it when things have calmed down a little. I don't want to overwhelm you now, do I?
I want to learn more about light cones.
Light cones were created by the Garden of Recollection. These followers of the Eon of Remembrance refined memory fragments to create light cones, which preserve memories. But you've already realized it, haven't you? Since light cones can preserve memories, they can also preserve experiences and abilities. That's why light cones are extremely precious rare items under Level 2 restriction by the Interastral Peace Corporation. As far as I know, only the IPC possesses light cone technology authorized by the Garden of Recollection. I couldn't say what deal Herta made with the Garden, but knowing her, it was likely off the books. You should cherish every light cone. They are all precious memories of their original owners.
Do you know who I
Who
am?
exactly you are escapes me, but you seem familiar to me. I have a couple of hunches, but I can't prove any at this point, so they'll be my little secrets for now. Are you concerned about your past? You seem like someone who prefers to look forward rather than back. Or maybe I'm just describing myself. Come find me anytime if you have more questions.
Oh, hello, Arla.
If only I caught the Antimatter Legion sooner.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. This pain is nothing, really. I'm used to it. In fact, I should be proud of it. It's a reminder of being able to protect everyone. But, don't tell lead researcher Asta what I just said.
How's the space station?
There were a few researchers who didn't make it. The rest are fine, mostly minor injuries. But I'm worried about their mental states. Most of them came to the space station because they admired Madame Herta. But now they can't reach her or even their own families. I just hope they can all survive this crisis.
What's
My first
Asta like?
impression was that she was the daughter of a rich family, owners of a big company. She was kind to me, though. When she went to the space station, I followed her. I don't know much about science, but I'm glad to be able to protect people in pursuit of their research.
Alright, I'll let you get some
I
rest.
hope all this chaos will end soon.
Oh, I like cones. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, light cones can be used to enhance each other. You can either do it by these Aether stuff, like, or you could use another light cone. Generally, you want to use things that you have, or sorry, like the level up ones rather than the actual light cones itself.
Push the stick down, Alfred. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong person.
Let me help.
Thanks, kid. We're doing some pre-checks for the satellite remote sensing. I'll hold down the button to monitor the signal, and you push the control stick according to my instructions.
Sure.
But first, let's talk about the controls. Up is the spectrometer, down is the filter, left is the reference level, and right is the attenuator. Our pre-checks have 3 steps. Turning on the spectrometer, then the attenuator, and finally outputting the signal to the filter. It's quite a bit to remember. You got everything?
One sec. So up is the spectrometer. So you do up first, then right. Up, right, down. Okay,
Are you
got it.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Up, right, down.
Wonderful, thank you. That was very helpful of you, kid. Alfred was the researcher in charge of this. He was in the storage zone earlier. He didn't make it back. Abraham was close to him. I don't know how to tell him about it. The top priority is to preserve the space station and concentrate on the work at hand.
Oh. Poor Alfred.
You see that, Sheila? History always repeats itself.
History? Gun, this is the first time I have witnessed the space station in such disarray.
Oh, Sheila. When we face another dire crisis like this, if you're able to rescue your home planet, will you come back and save us?
Home planet? My home planet? I do not understand what you are saying.
Never mind. If Sheila could hear this, she'd understand.
Huh? What is he on about?
We researchers have all taken refuge here. But has anyone given any thought to the non-human life on this space station? They may be part of the rare item collection, but are they not also living things? Don't their rights deserve to be protected?
Non-human
Yes,
life.
non-human life. Living creatures that aren't human. Some of which have been collected as rare items and housed in the space station. Most of the researchers disregard their basic rights. Even now, with death staring them in the face, they still refuse to open their minds. And I, Lukash, outstanding researcher of the Herta Department of Galactic Geopolitics, must awaken those pretending to sleep. If you are interested in joining the cause, please stand by my side and repeat after me. Protect rare item rights. Save non-human life. All together, protect rare item rights.
Protect rare
Did well,
item
friend.
rights.
Follow my rhythm and say it loud, with conviction. Protect rare item rights. Save non-human life.
Welcome to Herta Space Station. You don't pick up any sense of welcome from the lazy, careless female voice. We have the advertisement box. No, do we need to talk with the guy that lost his friend?
Why did those monsters have to breach the ionizing grid on my watch? It can't be my fault. I'd never make a mistake like this. I'm going out there to check the data again.
Don't be a hero.
Don't overthink it. I'm not doing this for others. I'm doing it for myself. The space station shield's first line of defense is the anti-gravity ionizing grid. I'm the researcher in charge of it. Do you expect me to just sit here after something like this?
Please just stay here.
It's easy for you to say, this didn't happen on your watch. You wouldn't understand. Besides, that bunch of troublemakers is still out there. I know you mean well, but I've made up my mind.
Uh-oh. That one's probably gonna die, no? He went out there. Go fix a barrier. But there's still mobs out there. Your death sentence. Where's this book has to talk about? Exactly.
storage zone, and the gift I prepared for Master Capote is still in the analysis room of the Department of Implement Arts.
You know, there's loads of monsters attacking the space station this time, and some of them aren't even on the station's records.
You're so annoying! Stop saying that!
Hey, how old are you? Don't be a baby. Please stop crying. How about I pretend to be a monster for you, huh? Right.
He's not very nice. That's not very nice. I got a lot of achievements to accept. Oh, we got serval. Why did we get serval? Fine, we'll fill out a survey. They gave me 50 stellar jades. Survey. Start. What year were you born? I type. I can't type. 97. How long has it been since you initially downloaded and experienced Honkai Star Rail? Over 6 months for me. I personally like the game. What brings enjoyment? Me, it's more events, stuff like that, division story. The MOC is very fun, yes. Social collecting, growth, challenges, amount of content. I think it's fine. How many other games have you been playing? Not really. Not the many you find in terms of time and effort. Not very high. How do you feel about the current time and effort? I'm fine with what it is. What do you think about playing co-op with other players? I think that's fun. What type of players would you like to play with? Bio friends. Last year, I used P and a phone. Past year, which have you played on I guess action on a phone? Got it. Which have you played for more than a month? Honkai 7. Are you still playing the last one? None of them. Playing the past year. Pokemon series, TFT, Valorant, League, Final Fantasy. Past genre, which have you played in the PC? Past year. Roguelikes, shooters, MMOs, MOBAs, TCG. That's about it. Yes. Multiplayer games or average daily game time. That's on a day. Like, oh, 3 hours. More or less. Lloyd. Nope. All my gems. Oh, it's time to warp. We got 20 tickets. Ripple of the Iraq Sea. Whatever that means. Light cones, light cone. Good night, sleep well. Okay, which one this does? Oh, I see. Particularly for dot teams. We also still missed our character. I'm not gonna use gems for it, because we can probably get this slowly. I don't particularly need that much from the standard. Bronya would be very nice, but it's not particularly needed. Shusheng. Fortunately, I don't think I will use her. Yeah, I'd rather use my points here, or my gems there. So we'll just hold. Oh, we do need to talk with Abram.
I need to leave. I need to run from this forsaken... No, it's impossible. I can run from yesterday. I can run from today, but tomorrow will always be one step ahead of me. Look! The obstacle detection terminal has recorded 142,856 attacks. The next count will be 142,857. I know in my heart that when I see that hopelessly beautiful cyclic number, it will mean the poetic end of my life cycle.
Life is but a path to death.
How insightful. Yes, of course. The closer you approach death, the more you appreciate life. I will pull myself together. Thank you. That was kind of you.
Ooh, travelogue. You'll see events here. This. Oh, so you get probably around me. Probably around me. That's probably the most useful right now. If Odyssey. This is really far. Now we get the new character. Dahlia. The single-handedly fixed
Incense ascends in
break teams. Quite impressive,
That one
actually.
doesn't look too friendly.
cold night.
Firefly Type 4. Activate!
You want to betray me?
There'll be a way. Share good fortunes.
Immolated my death.
Memories too.
It all dies. So beautiful.
Joining the battle. Detonate!
Can't wait anymore.
We use Firefly's effect. She
This is my set to the sea.
boosts herself.
Dream vanished. Dreams of a... Let us dance once more.
May the foul stench just time to cleanse the filth. The truth for
Oh,
everything in this
I had
world
to wait. Whoopsie.
is bleeding. I will claim fight to live. Etched in your bones. Firefly to set the seas ablaze. You want to betray me?
Have we met? Clouds scattered. Any last words?
Fight to live.
Has so many achievements. I also forget that E0 Firefly actually is very skill point greedy. Yeah, Firefly is a very unique technique. Get fly and slam. And she puts fire weakness on those that she slammed.
In the mood for another beating?
Please stay tuned.
Firefly Type 4. Active. Wait. Decided to play your ace, huh? Nice like a good brew. Full-bodied and sweet, my friends. Indulge yourselves! Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! This is the sense of the sea, no place!
Step up, let's see.
Rhythm gets
It's also the first time I've heard
The mood is set.
Gallagher in English. It's actually a lot of characters, first time I've heard them in English. Very odd.
Time for a good old counterattack! Fight to live!
Let's improvise.
Enemy targets detected. Set to the sea, no place!
I didn't feel like I needed to use my skill point there. Gallagher. Our break healer. That's not Link Shot.
Practice target?
Ah. Getting ambush means they get to go first. So. Our speed's very low.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Nice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Who invited you? Who will it be?
I have something for you.
Stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
You won't get away.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
That's all you got?
God, Gallagher's voice is so weird.
Time for an overhaul.
I do actually need all these resources. So, normally I wouldn't actually be doing a lot of these, but I do need the resources. So, we'll be getting to it.
Just getting started. Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly!
We'll be fine.
Give up.
Let me go!
Time for nap time.
I saw our ult just for safety, but we're fine on our ult. We're fine even about it.
Wanna see what I can dodge this?
But he's gonna die.
Take this! Rise
Might as well.
this!
Kick in. March 7. We didn't know what March 7 does.
This will strengthen our position. Move carefully.
Here!
Let's make it quick.
Okay, you're supposed to be hitting
Try that
stealth.
again. You're annoying! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's go.
go. Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
I need that ability to crit. And not critting. I mean, so weak.
You can't run!
Let's make it quick.
I've no interest in conflict.
Alrighty. Well, that's that. Get pulls, yeah. So I think it's better to not. I'll pull onto this. We'll eventually get enough. And we will have to pick up the infinite achievements we got. I wish there was a claim all button. We got Ron May, one of the best break supports, who recently just got overtaken by Dahlia. Two books. Wow, we did. Memo notes. Part 5. Cleaning robot with bald patch in the base zone is peak AI. If you give it some tips, it will give you a malfunction restroom cubicle with all the rare curios. Cool. A complete lie. That bald patch cleaning robot even has a shredder function. Who in tarnation gave it that function and wrote it down to prank people? There's even a printer. Friends, this is an administ cleaning robot. Our space station specialty of efficient working. Okay, let's tackle past that. Oh.
Take the express and leave. I'll stay.
But...
Let's go.
Supply zone's defense shield won't hold much longer. You all need to hurry. I'll be here. You've got to fend them off. You hurry.
We lost communications.
Are you thinking of going back? Well, let me remind you. That's the Doomsday Beast, the Legion's planet destroyer.
The space station is Herta's creation. As long as the Lord Ravager doesn't intervene, there should be no problems.
But we can't just run away like this, right?
The Doomsday Beast can rip off the defense shield like tearing paper. And Herta's not here. The station's defenses are too weak to stand against the Antimatter Legion. Either way, the Legion has the blessing of the Aeon Nanook. They came prepared, and everyone here is not.
That's why we have to leave and take her with us.
She's that important?
She's the one who can help us turn the tides. Of course, I may be wrong.
As you say so. Alright. What should we do next?
This is the supply zone where the maintenance crew works. There's a path here that leads to the railway platform. Let's head over there and meet up with Welt.
Mr. Yang? Mr. Yang's here too? Didn't he stay on the Express?
The Astral Express tracks our coordinates in real time. And with such a huge change in the space station's movements, there's no way Mr. Yang wouldn't have noticed.
I can almost guarantee that your Mr. Yang is already on his way. Right now, we might be able to handle things if it's just the Doomsday Beast, but if the Destruction's Emanator were to appear...
The Destruction's Emanator?
Let's hurry up and get out of here. I'll explain later.
I only had one.
Rules are made to be broken.
Fighting is meaningless.
Yeah, she can launch follow-up attacks. We need breaks to do that. And then she'll do a follow-up attack.
You won't get away.
Let's go. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Miko is used in a break team, usually. Usually AoE break. They're most powerful.
The exit's over there. How do we get to it?
We need a panel.
You won't get away.
I've no interest in conflict.
Let's make it quick. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
You know, with this line, I probably should bring Ronmei.
It's you again. As always, there's a reward for good behavior.
Ronmei. I guess meshing cocks. Try the better ones. Repulse on bridge. You can use a panel and it will swap. Basically what we're doing here. It swaps the other color. Only one can be active at a time.
You won't get away.
Let's go. Reach the end of the story in your own way. Looks good.
Also, there's no need to worry about saving skill points. Those always reset to 3, unless you have specific units or light cones that will dictate it otherwise.
Sound link.
Formidable foes. They usually block.
A will of metal and
Burn away.
They usually block chests when you defeat them.
Eternal.
Rules are made to be broken. Stay alert.
You won't get away.
earth shatters, heaven trembles.
I have something for you.
Ronmei has an AoE. That's her skill. It increases break power. Pearl makes it so you do super break,
You won't get away.
which does a lot of damage.
Have the edge.
And it reapplies break again
Time for an
onto
overhaul.
broken units.
Perhaps you
He is
stand for
one of the
Princess's
best
desire to control the heavens.
traditional
I'm no exception.
break supports.
Let's make it quick.
That Dawn Hong
Are made to be broken.
consistently shields with his pet.
Great. The more the better.
So we'll be safe for a long time. We have one of the best supports and one of the best healers. We'll be safe for a lot of times. We just need to make sure our DPS is not terrible. And we should be alright.
Get away.
Shouldn't have to worry too much.
Let's go.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanence.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
So another part in this game is you can have multiple mobs be connected to each other. You have a continuous battle,
Existence is
which is what's
limited.
happening here.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
I have something for you.
Let's make it quick.
My purpose.
Some value. Rules are made to be broken. You won't
I
get
feel
away.
so safe. This on Hong. Quite impressive. With on Hong, they give you this, makes you feel so safe. We'll have to read these another day, more than likely. So get me up to 3 talents.
Yeah, it's the platform.
The express isn't here.
It has to be nearby. Let me go take a peek with my sharp eyes.
Is that all?
Sound lingers.
Wait, march!
Oh, there's a Doomsday Beast.
The Doomsday Beast. It's really here.
Get down here!
Careful, everyone! All things are as one. Every petal in life will be swept away by the wind of time.
Oh, so slow.
Enjoying yourself? Stay alert. Yeah.
Mountains move, Kraken rise!
So the Doomsday Beast, it has arms and a chest. Both need to be taken down, or we'll have some problems. Yeah, as you see there, that's Ron May's ultimate. The brakes were reapplying.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
In normal circumstances, that also equates to... I don't think they expected me to have this much levels.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
But I feel like I'm over leveled for this.
Are made to be
Probably am, because they didn't have a free Dan Hong at the beginning when this game first came out. So it's
There's more to
accounting for no EXP books, which is a normal.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
What happened? Who is that?
That is Nanook.
They're okay now. Let's talk somewhere else.
Is this the space station?
Hi. It's good that you've made it through in one piece. You can rest easy now that the threat from the Legion has been neutralized.
Even a doomsday beast is no
You're
more.
not wrong, but be careful about blurting things out loud. It could attract unwanted attention. I guess I'll leave you to rest up a bit for the time being. By the way, what's your beacon address? That way, if anything happens, I can contact you.
Phone
Go see
numbers or
Himiko when
beacon
you have the
address?
time. She said she had something to discuss with you.
Text message from Don Hong. Hi, this is Don Hong. Remember to go find Himiko. We got Eidolons.
Choice isn't as elusive as it may appear.
Yeah, Eidolons are character repeats, essentially. They'll give Eidolon. Anywho, that should be a good stopping point. So, we have a bit of the story. Still very early on to the story. We don't really know who we are, what Stellaron is, what that thing was. I do, but they haven't really explained that story. So we'll continue on a different day. So thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And take care. Bye-bye.